What if I told you that by publishing your books in different countries, you could massively increase your reach and your book sales? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how. An amazing benefit of publishing on Amazon is the ability to publish across different countries. Now, generally, when you publish on Amazon, you might select .com as your primary marketplace, and then it'll be available across all the different countries as well. Now, one of the things to mention with this is that those books won't be localized by country. So they won't be automatically translated for you. So that means that they're not that likely to sell in foreign language countries. So the majority of people who are publishing a book are probably publishing it in English and targeting USA, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. But you can create localized translated books and then target that specific country. And that's what I've started doing with Germany. So how I've been doing this is I've created translated versions of my book and my book cover, and then I've uploaded it as a new title over on Amazon and launched them using ads. And I've launched 3 books over it in Germany so far, and I'm already seeing the benefits. So if I come on over to my KDP reports dashboard, you can see here that in Germany last year, I only sold 53 books across the whole of those 12 months. That's every single one of my titles. I sold 53 copies. And that's because I wasn't using ads and my books also weren't translated to German. And then so far this year, a little over 4 months with 2 to 3 books translated and launched in Germany, I've already had 147 sales. So that's a 3 times increase, and we're only a third into the year. So then come Q4, when more people are buying gifts, I'm really hoping that there's going to be a big spike in Germany this year, which there wasn't last year. So if you're interested in doing this and trialing launching them in Germany, Spain, France, wherever you think an audience might be interested in your book, you need to get the following things translated. You need to get your book cover, your back cover, your title and your subtitle, your description on Amazon, your 7 keyword boxes, and then one thing I forgot when I did it the first time is also any text that you use on your A+ content. That's an easy one to miss out when you're paying for translations. But if you get all of those things translated, then you create a new book cover, update everything into your localized language, then you can publish a new book on Amazon directed towards that country. So once you've launched your translated version of your book and it's live, in order to get sales, you probably need to utilize Amazon ads. This is how my ads in Germany have been performing so far this year. So I only published my first localized version in February, and that's why I had quite a slow start to the year over on the German dashboard. But then in March and April, you can see that I've started to get some orders and see some success over in the German marketplace. And one thing already that we can see is I've had 140 odd sales over in the German marketplace so far, and my Amazon ads have driven 82 of those orders. So I'm already seeing some organic sales for my localized books. When you're creating your ads in your different marketplaces, it's quite easy to create a product ad because you're just targeting the books. You only need the ASINs, and you can do a search for those just like you would in the USA or any other marketplace. And you can also run an auto ad really simply as well. The auto ad works exactly the same as it does in the USA. You set your targeting groups, any negative targeting, and your bidding strategy. So especially when you're publishing in a foreign marketplace, running an auto ad is a great idea because that can get you the right terms that people are actually searching for, and it can help you gain some data that you can utilize when you're creating your manual ads. However, when you create a keyword ad in a different country, that's where you're going to need a little bit more practice and test and learn a little bit more. Because let's say you do a direct translation. Let's say we're creating a dog colouring book for kids. If you go onto Google Translate and you do dog colouring book for kids and translate it to German, that comes out as Hund-Malbuch für Kinder. But that might not be specifically what people are searching for on the Germany Amazon marketplace. Because you don't always speak so specifically and in such a detailed, exact manner. There might be slight twists on that. And if you're creating this book, you want to do a bit of research, see what's published on Amazon and see what other people are calling their titles, and then utilize that for yourself. But let's say we want to create a keyword ad for this Dogs Unleashed colouring book. Again, you come down to the manual targeting and the keyword targeting, and then you've got some suggested here, but you can also enter a list. So one fantastic thing about Amazon is you can translate it to the local language and then add it. So let's say we want to target these 4 keywords. Instead of doing the effort in translating them, we can literally just hit this translate to German and add button. And we can see there that Amazon Ads has translated our keywords and added them. So that auto translation option we have there is a fantastic way to save time and allow English speaking people such as myself to run ads in different countries. Translating your books, especially the ones that are already selling in different marketplaces, is a great way to increase sales over on Amazon. I've started trialing this with books that don't have too much text in them. Colouring books, activity books, those kind of things. But if you've got high content books, there's no reason why you couldn't translate these and launch them in different marketplaces as well. On top of that, I've started trialing launching these books over in Germany. But there's no reason why I couldn't launch them in France, in Spain, in Italy, in all these different countries where Amazon operates, and Amazon allows you to run ads in those countries as well. So this is where I am on my localization journey so far. What I've seen so far in the first couple of months has been really promising. And so my next step is to launch more books in Germany and then also take my best-selling books that are doing really well in Germany and launch them over in France and in Spain. By not doing this, you're basically leaving money on the table. If you can afford to get them translated and update your book covers, why wouldn't you translate them and launch them over in different countries? It's a fantastic way to make the most out of a single book and increase your sales and your income over on Amazon. If you want to watch my video on how I launch a book using Amazon Ads, I'll link it in the corner now. That's how I would launch my books using Amazon Ads in order to try and rank for certain keywords. That's going to help you to get organic sales in the long term. Otherwise, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more Amazon Ads content in the future. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one.